Hi guys, welcome. If you are new here, I'm JD, owner and stylist of J Nicole Custom LLC. I specialize in natural hair, protective styling, and overall the maintenance and integrity of our hair. Over here on YouTube, I post day in the life vlogs as a hairstylist. I post tip videos to share to new stylists, cosmetology students, anybody really inspired, looking to get into the beauty industry. Things that I've learned through trial and error. Things that I've learned in the past almost 10 years doing hair. If you are a return subscriber, hey girl, hey boo, I love to see you. You know I do. Oh, that was so cringy. I can tell by the title. We're gonna do a little makeup chit chat. Get ready with me so I can film another video. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet. Let's get into the video because baby am I chatting. Just kind of sharing with y'all a little bit of my journey, where I'm at now, and what my plans are, and a couple tips, a couple things to keep you, motivated or inspire you or just give you some ideas. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this video. Make sure y'all subscribe. If y'all are not subscribed, go ahead, hit that button. Hit that button. Hi, Poka Pookies. How are we today? Good morning. Welcome back. Let's get into the makeup. I feel so classy. I put all my makeup in my Teflon bag because I got a new Teflon bag. My first one ever. She's so cute. But yeah, I was actually rushing and I could not bear to like try to stuff everything in my purse. Well, I couldn't stuff everything in my purse because it's impossible. About me, I would literally give myself the last minute to leave. Like, I'm using up every minute, every second. I got to. I literally have to. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just gonna do my makeup. This is gonna be a chit chat. We're talking on things hair. I'm gonna give y'all a few tips because I haven't did a tip video, and I have a lot of things that I want to share and I want to talk about because I feel like we had a good thing going with the tips. And now that I'm back on my Zoom with my YouTube, I feel like give people what they want. I'm not here for much either though, but to just share with y'all through my experiences and everything, whatever. I will share with y'all a little bit too as I'm doing my makeup, just a little bit about what I'm using. This is not a makeup tutorial. I know I'll be looking good, but this is not a makeup tutorial. So yes, I might miss some stuff, but if you want to know something that I'm using, just ask me and I'll share with you. I always have to sit every single thing out or it won't go, it won't work. Pro tip, if you drink coffee, I like strong coffee. I drink Starbucks. I like dark roast. I like strong coffee, okay? And then give me like 2 espresso shots depending on the drink. But Taco Bell has amazing, it's the Cinnabon coffee. Hot coffee is so good. You don't have to put cream, you don't have to put sugar, you don't have to put nothing to it. It literally comes pre-made. I don't know what the recipe is. It is so good. And it's not as strong as like I like my coffee, but it's honestly perfect. This is a perfect cup of coffee. This is a perfect cup of coffee. I will forever support Taco Bell for as long as they sell this. The moment they stop selling it, I will try and sue, but hopefully we don't have to take it that far. This is my problem with chit chats. Girl, we're gonna have a 50-minute chit chat video. And I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. I don't think that's how it's supposed to go. I wanna talk about hustle culture and pivoting. So like, I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with my, most recent videos, but I keep talking about pivoting because essentially that's exactly what's happening in my business. Next year, so in literally like 5 months, less than 5 months, next year will make 10 years that I have been doing the same thing consistently, as in braiding, protective styles, and accepting clients, right? Dealing with clients, building my brand, doing hair, going to beauty school, working in 2 different salons, working from my house, my YouTube journey and everything. But literally next year will make 10 years. And if you this portion of burnout that I'm gonna speak about to kind of flow into the hustle culture I'm gonna talk about. Anybody can experience burnout. If you work a 9 to 5, no matter what you do, you can experience a burnout, right? It's literally you just being burnt the out. You tired, you have no motivation, you have no passion, you have no energy, you have absolutely no anything to motivate you to, like, nothing is fun, nothing, like, not enough money can make you go another day, it feels like. And I've experienced burnout to a point where I took a break, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm good. I miss work a little bit. I'm ready to go back because it's my routine. But this time around, the burnout was like tapped out. Like, I'm not burnt out, I'm tapped out. Like, I'm throwing it in the towel. God, come get me. You know what I mean? Like, don't want to be one of the strong girls. Don't want to be OG stylist who, you know, can tell people, students in the future, or, you know, clients. You know, I've been doing hair for 72 years. I think 10 is cute, actually, but I'm not done doing hair. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to be behind a chair doing things just to be doing them, because I'm good at it, and you know, I'm just used to it, and I'm in my routine. And with braids, because I started off with braids, braiding and protective styling, because in my head I said, well, as I go through beauty school, nobody's gonna book me to take care of their hair, and more importantly, I don't have a space to wash clients' hair even. I can't market myself as a natural hairstylist who, you know, take care of your hair and do X, Y, and Z, because I don't have the resources, I don't have the space, I don't have the luxury to, you know, offer everything there is to offer to help somebody with their hair care. More importantly, I'm so new in the game, like, I wouldn't trust me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, people in my head, I'm like, people, if anything, will book a braider and kind of bet on that braider, because at the end of the day, it's just braids. And it's so many braiders out. You know what I'm saying? It's so many braiders around. And it's just like it's a hobby. You know, some people literally do it for for side money. Some people have only done braids seasonal, specifically to make X amount around this season, and then they don't braid no more, and they braid family hair. Some people only braid family hair, and people they know all their life never wanted to take it serious for real. It's just something they know how to do, so they offer it. That's kind of how I looked at it. So I'm like, well, I could just do this. I can learn how to braid. I can get experience, and then by way of braiding, because if I do, you know, a good job braiding these people's hair, once I do become licensed and I start doing more of what I actually want to do, they'll, you know, be able to be my, you know, clients for real. So that was my my way of thinking when I first started out. It was fun. I was excited. People was booking me. Why? No idea. Shout out to them, because, and I mean, it worked. The girlies was eating it up. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if they eating it up, I'm gonna keep serving it to them. You know, so that's how I got started. I said I want to learn how to braid. I'm gonna use this time. I'm gonna accept clients. I was doing styles low as like $50, $25, $45, $75, like nothing expensive at all. They were coming to my house, and I was having fun. Like I said, I was learning how to braid. I got my experience. It was, you know, quite the time to be alive, honestly. Like, it was fun. So that carried me for 10 years. And of course, within those 10 years, I started offering more services. I started specializing in different things pertaining to the natural hair. And then I, you know, continuously built my clientele, and just kind of built a relationship with clients and people, so that they you know, could trust me with their hair, and to, in a sense, like show my commitment to like my craft and my hobbies and my, you know, love for hair. It was a way for me to like build a rapport with people. So eventually a lot of my stuff, you know, was word of mouth. And like I said, for my quality at the time and my price, you know, it was worth it. I would say it was worth it. I wasn't doing like, when the shit was bad, but it also was like people knew like, oh, she's, you know, she's starting out, and like anybody in their right mind could see it. So I did that, and so grateful for my journey, so grateful for my experience nonetheless. But I like I said, my true passion has always been natural hair care, and just healthy hair, healthy natural hair though, like healthy curls, healthy silk presses, healthy color, healthy cuts. And when I was when I was younger, and I always used to talk about becoming a cosmetologist, I used to say, you know, I want to be a cosmetologist and specialize in natural hair cutting and coloring. I wanted to specialize in those three things. I never said braids. I never said protective styles. I never said that. But like I said, that's what carried me. And it was a win-win in my head, because I wanted to learn how to braid anyway. So essentially everybody who gave me that opportunity to do their hair just was, you know, allowing me to practice and get better with each head I did. It gave me experience with different textures and all things in between. So it was just, you know, it was a time to be alive. It was fun. And of course, you can make a killing from braiding. And to be so young and to have a steady growing clientele, to be able to be booked out and booked and busy, and literally never have rarely any cancellations, always have somebody ready if somebody is not, like it was a time. It was a time to be alive, and I got wrapped up into that. And like I said, of course, eventually I added more services and stuff. So in doing that, it was easy to just, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I was kind of known as like a braider, and eventually once I moved into my salon suite, I kind of became known as, you know, a natural hairstylist who specializes in protective styling and natural hair. So I kind of shifted then. Like I was able to kind of brand myself for real, because now I was able to offer treatments. And like when I first moved into my suite, this was right after the pandemic, I offered everybody for that first year a free wash, deep condition, blow dry, and an in trim if they needed it. And that was way of also, hey, I want to take care of your hair. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do these braids for you. Sure, I'm going to do them. They're going to look good. They're going to last you. You're going to be cool. It's going to be a good price. But I want to show you that, like, no, I actually want to take care of your hair. So not only are you having this good, you know, experience and, you know, this professional experience at this point, because now I'm in this, you know, in this $15,000+ suite. But you're gonna get your money's worth, and you gonna know, like, oh, she really, you know, oh, she a real stylist. Yeah. So that's kind of how I started to kind of like build myself up even more as a natural hairstylist, and not just a protective, not just a braider. But anyway, so fast forward, like I said, next year will be 10 years, y'all. Never had a job since 17, 16. But the moment I graduated and the moment I knew I was going to beauty school, I started offering services, and I stuck to it because I knew I wanted to become good. I knew this is what I wanted to do. This has been my passion for forever. So I seen the vision. I kept going. Never had a job. I just always did this, literally. So every year I've kind of elevated in my business and learning new things, and going to taking certain classes, and really try to of course gain experience, right? All things come to an end eventually, and I'm at my end, making all the money from braiding. Sure, it sounds like good money, and it is good money, but when you building a brand and you building a business and you genuinely are doing this out of passion alone, a lot of times, I mean, that profit look like pennies compared to what you're investing in. Like, the moment I even started offering services and free washes and everything, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable to them that like I was not charging for people to get their hair washed. But I'm like, y'all, everything to me is not a profit. Everything to me is not about trying to see how much money I can make. And like I said, I just knew my skill level and where I was at and what I was trying to do and what I wanted to do. I just seen fit, like, just throw in a wash for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the people that's going to follow you from your house to here. I would love to actually wash your hair now. Love to literally be that braider that provides the hair, washes the hair. Because you're going to leave, you're going to talk about that experience. This experience is going to be one of many. This experience is going to be one of few that you can say like you thoroughly enjoyed. And you will recommend 2 to 3 other people. Anyway, fast forward. I'm trying something new. I've never did this before, but I'm trying a cream contour. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay, anyway. So it made sense. It made sense in my head, okay? It made sense in my head, and regardless, I did it. It was fun. Now we're here. I'm burnt out. I'm tapped out. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I'm ready to actually only focus on literally the things I love about hair, which is coloring, cutting, and maintaining. And when I say cutting, like, I don't necessarily mean I have to cut people's hair like into a style per se, but like just even an interim. Cutting is fun. I am going a little heavy-handed. This is why I cannot talk into my makeup, actually. Fast forward, I'm tapped out, y'all. I'm tapped out, and now I'm ready to get more into doing the things that I love and pivoting, getting more into the things I love and out of the, hustle culture and falling into the hype of birders do make good money, and sure, but it's also like the time you spend, I hope you're not making anything less than what a braider should be making. It makes sense why, you have to charge your price and you making this per head, but also depending on how fast or how, slow, how much time it takes you, and, just day-to-day life, appointments, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, vacations or birthdays or holidays and stuff like that. You're not working every single day. Some people are, shout out to them. I have no desire to be a part of that hustle culture. No desire at all. And for a while I was, but for me it was just like, it was my normal, just how people get up for years and go to the same job. You know what I'm saying? It's just my normal. So to make the decision to literally just cut it out completely, it took me almost 10 years to get to this point. I knew it was going to be a time. I thought it would be a little bit sooner than this, but I think it's perfect timing now that I am enrolling in school. And I have my clientele. I built my clientele. I've continuously built my clientele over the past 10 years. I've relocated to a different city, worked in a different city for a little while. I think now, more than ever, I'm going to just go ahead and just go with my gut and I look so scary. And focus on the things I want to really, really focus on as a stylist. So this is where pivoting comes in. I always knew too. Once I started beauty school and I found out about the instructor's course when I was in beauty school, and I realized like the ladies who were there that weren't like our main instructors, but they were still in the classroom with us, those were future instructors. Figured out, okay, we need to be a licensed stylist for at least 3 years in a salon. Like you have to be salon based for those 3 years, and then you can enroll into your instructor's course. You can do whatever you want to do with your instructor's license, but I actually do have hopes of being in a school, whether it's a private or public beauty school. But in the future, I definitely see myself working part-time as an instructor and then part-time as a hairstylist for my clientele. I've always knew I wanted to do. And what better way? I'm coming up on 10 years doing the same thing. I'm experiencing burnout. And like I said, I started experiencing burnout like a year ago. Like real burnout, and I was just like, ooh, this is kind of not fun. The thing about me, I'm not that stylist that cancels often at all, because I know what it's like. Shoot, when I go get my hair done or I book an appointment, baby, I don't want you to cancel on me. Like, let me be so for real. I get it. So I try to give my clients the same respect. Now, are there days I genuinely have to cancel because something has come up, or I got sick, or something happened and I literally can't come in? Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how any other stylists are, but for me, if I cancel because of the services I offer, there's not like, I hate canceling because it literally throws off my entire schedule. I'm not just moving around a 2-hour appointment. This is 6-7 hours. This is 6-7 hours, which 9 times out of 10, if I'm rescheduling you, I'm either about to put you on my next soonest available appointment, which 9 times out of 10 is a day I probably was not intended on coming in. Now I'm coming in because I gotta come in so I can, make it convenient and just get you in as quick as possible, because I just had to move your appointment. A lot goes on. A lot goes on. And there's certain things, like I said, for me personally, as a stylist, I'm not doing for fun. I'm not canceling an appointment for fun. Because not only is it an inconvenience to you, it's a huge inconvenience for me. And I'm about to be overworked because I'm still gonna have to do the clients that's already booked, and I'm already behind on the client that was before you. So it's just a shit show at this point. That is why, though, I have been advocating so much on pivoting. Because when you reach the level of burnout I feel like I am experiencing, September is my last full month braiding. And it's really not even as bad either, because I start school the first week of September and my books are only opened the second and third week of September, really. So everything else is kind of by request or only a natural style. But after September, I'm no longer accepting any braid appointments. I will be accepting braid appointment requests from my clientele, who been rocking with me for the longest. Of course, I'm gonna still look out for them, because for almost 10 years, nobody has braided their hair but me. So yeah, and then if I break it down that way, I'm only gonna have to see maybe upwards to 2 clients a week or 1 client a week. Bear with me. I told y'all I don't do these talking videos for real. I feel like, unless my makeup is already done. But anyway, so that's pretty much where I'm at with it, and kind of how this whole shift is happening and the inspiration behind it. It's always been something I wanted to do. It was just about the timing. And I tried to enroll earlier because I had been talking about it for a while. If you keep moving my videos, if not, subscribe. What are you doing? If you are not subscribed, subscribe, girl. Subscribe, boo. That's kind of, where I'm at. And I'm so excited to start school again and just to be like in a learning environment and just learn more and go back and read some of the stuff that, you know, I used to be reading and just kind of refresh, you know. But I feel like it's gonna be a really good, oh, this one is deep, wowzer, a really, 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 really good thing. I just can already feel myself being more inspired to just, you know, think outside of what I've been doing. That leads me to literally do not just become so content with where you are, especially if you know your goals are to go even further and to brand more and to do more and experience more. Like, let that always be the inspiration that fuels you, literally. And like, you can offer something for so long, and just, you know, your time is kind of up. Your time is up when it's up, and be okay with that. Be okay with transitioning and saying like, okay, this was fun, peace out. Some people only, you know, came to me for braids, not their natural hair, not their silk presses, not their coloring, not nothing else but braids. And whereas I appreciate that, but I want to focus on more, you know. If they want to come to me for natural styles, of course they can. But that's all I got to offer them. So it's like you getting cut off too. No shade, no tea. Wherever you at, whether you just starting, you've been in it for a couple years, do not get stuck. Always, 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 always be open to learning new things. This industry is always evolving, always evolving. It's always something new. It's always a new trend. It's always a new technique. And you don't always have to just limit yourself because other people have kind of just put you in this box to say, well, oh, she's a braider. And it's like, yeah, but I'm more too. Now I'm an educator. And I also no longer do braids. Don't get stuck. Naturally, all creatures of habit, so it's easy to just get used to the same old flow. Or feeling like, well, I don't want to get outside of this comfort zone because this is all I know. And sure, it can be scary not doing braids no more because that income, that's no longer going to be a thing for me. And I'm not even sad about it. I'm not nervous about it. I don't think I'm going to lack any. This to my boyfriend earlier that like it's crazy to me that I haven't even really like, I've unofficially kind of mentioned that I wouldn't be braiding, but I've only like actually told my clients that I've seen in the past like 2 weeks, like, hey, this is, you know, the deal with braiding now, and this is how you'll book, and it's kind of just on a request basis. I can't promise that I'm gonna be able to do it, but it's gonna be the process. And without like, you know, broadcasting it or sending out like an email blast or posting it on my social media, where a lot of my clients come from, the month of September, like I said, I only have so many days open, but like it's crazy to me that without even doing like broadcasting it just yet and sharing it with everybody just yet, my clients, I have seen so many new clients already booking for just natural services. And I think it's crazy. I think it's so like, okay, I don't think it's crazy. I just think it's just like alignment, like, and that's God's way of giving me the confirmation, like, you okay. You know, like, it's fine. This is not the end of your career, which I know, but it's also like, again, something you've been doing for the past almost 10 years. What's after that? Like, what's gonna come after that? Like, what that's gonna look like? It's just it's new territory, you know? So don't become a creature of habit. Don't be too afraid to pivot, and don't get caught up in hustle, and oh, I make good money, or oh, this is good money, and da 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 da. Because on the opposite, on the end of that, tail end of that hustle is exhaustion and burnout. A thief of a passion, honestly, I feel like, because it's like you get so wrapped up into like the money, or just, oh, I can make good money off this, or I can make a lot of money real quick, or, and it's not even quick money, but I can do X, this, that, and the third, but you completely forget or neglect the vision that you even initially started with. It was just kind of my start, but it was never intended to be my finish, so I'm not finishing there. I'm not stopping. We finna like really amp it up. Just excited to learn. Like I said, like I'm excited to be back in that atmosphere of just like furthering my education. And it's not only stopping with my instructor's license, but this is definitely a pivot that I'm making, and I'm going based off faith, not by sight. And I do believe that I'm gonna be able to see, if not more, than the same level of support, clientele, and just specialty in it, and offering the services that, you know, I'm excited to offer, and to add more things surrounding natural hair care and everything in between. I'm really excited for. I'm really, really freaking excited for. I'm excited to bring y'all along this journey. I'm not done with my makeup, by the way. I gotta get off camera, but I had to stop so I can wrap the video up because we're getting a little lengthy. I'm excited for my journey. Like I said, I just know, like, even the process of getting enrolled in school and my experience and all the help that I've had, I just know it's confirmation. Everything is confirmation down there for me, because that's what I be needing, and God know that. God know I be, look, send something. Make it rain for 12 minutes and 32 seconds, and then make it stop. Okay, confirmation. You know, of course, all of my clients are like supportive, and like, you know, we will see how this unfolds. And of course, like I said, I'm taking y'all on a journey. I'm still be doing my day in the lives. But now as a stylist in school, you know, future educator, I'm excited to see where this goes. Like, just what's on the other side of this. This is literally just to be like the first step, the very, very first step is starting. And then who's to say what doors this will open up, what people this will, you know, bring me to, or bring to me, what people I will meet, you know, what type of people I'll meet, who I'll meet, and yeah, I'm just excited. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all are not subscribed. Go ahead, hit that button. And yeah, I will see y'all in my next video. Hope y'all enjoy. Peace out.